A lot of information has been circulating about the coronavirus. What I want to do is bring a little bit of light to the topic. If you haven't yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button below for weekly information about disease prevention and how to live a healthier life. So in this video, we're going to be talking about coronavirus, who's susceptible to the disease, how to avoid contact with the virus. Like and share the video with as many people that you know. Comment below with any questions that you have about the virus. Click or tap on the subscribe for the latest information, tips, education, and motivation to help you reach your goals faster.
So what is the coronavirus? There are four main subgroupings of coronavirus, known as alpha, beta, gamma, and delta. The human coronaviruses were first identified in the mid-1960s. This is just a new mutated version of the coronavirus that already exists, that hacks into the cell's DNA and starts reproducing. Coronavirus is like SARS in a way, but more complicated because of the long incubation period that it has. And this is why it's spreading quicker than the average flu. When you're infected with the coronavirus, you're infected through the respiratory tract. We start spreading it for the first 5 days before even showing symptoms, and some of us don't show any symptoms at all. First symptoms start with a cough and/or nasal congestion. Around day 7 to 10, you might start experiencing a fever. Around day 14, shortness of breath, and in most cases, you start improving before you get worse. And at this point, pneumonia kicks in, and then a more severe shortness of breath. But what's not being told in the media is that most people are getting better and don't need to be hospitalized, which I'll be showing at the end of this video. Here's the part that most people don't understand about the virus in general. Virus infections depend on how strong one's immune system is. And the virus also depends on cellular glucose for survival. There's a study done that showed people that have a higher intake of sugar have a higher risk of flu. Here are 3 steps to safeguard against the coronavirus. Number 1, cutting out sugar helps avoid the virus from living in the body due to the fact that viruses survive off of glucose. Number 2, intermittent fasting, which strengthens the cell and cleanses out all the microbes, the bacteria, and the viruses from the body. A suggested 24-hour fast at first, followed by a 16-hour fast and an 8-hour eating window. Number 3, taking vitamin D. Vitamin D has receptors in the nucleus of the white blood cells that control the immune system. Studies show that a lack of vegetables and an increase in stress can lower vitamin D in the body. So an increase or a supplement intake of vitamin D could also help strengthen the immune system and prevent viruses from attacking your immune system. So the question why some people get sick and others don't is due to vitamin D levels, stress, sugar intake, and how strong one's immune system is. Hence why the virus is affecting the elderly and not the younger community. The Spanish flu in 1918 hit the world by storm and was a massive pandemic. Part of the reason for this was World War I, was because of the shift in the nutrition level. Before World War I, everybody was living a normal life, eating healthy foods. The foods were more natural before the war, and during the war from 1914 to 1918, we had to rely on more of the canned foods and the processed foods. So before the war in 1914, the food was more healthy, and we shifted from healthy food to canned and processed food, and a lack of nutrition followed, leading to the Spanish flu. Here's a website showing live reported cases that get posted on a website called corona.help.
Live numbers on all the people that are contagious around the world. Infection history started off in January 22nd and moved all the way up. And the number of people infected as of right now is 140,000. If you scroll down, here's the number of deaths. So the number of deaths right now, 5,300. And this is what they're not telling you about, the recovery rate. So there's 70,000 people that have recovered out of 140,000. The countries that are most affected, China, Italy, Iran for the top 3.
And here are some of the stats on the age groups that are being infected. This might help give people a better understanding, and I'd appreciate if everybody shared this video so that the next time I walk into a grocery store, I can find some damn toilet paper. So this is a chart that talks about how many times coronavirus is mentioned in the media. And as you can see that the coronavirus is getting the most exposure online. This chart right here shows you from a study that was done on 44,000 people in China, the majority of the infections are mild, over 80% of them. 13.8% are severe and hospitalized, and 4.7% are critical. Okay, this chart shows you the age group that's most infected is 60 plus, that are most at risk. 14.8%, which is 1 in 6 people, are 80 and up. 1 in 12, 8% of the infected are 70 to 79 years old. And from the ages of 0 to 49, as you can see on the chart, is very minimal exposure. So to summarize, wash your hands. If you're going into a highly infected area, wear the N95 mask, eat nutritional dense foods, increase your vitamin D intake, start intermittent fasting, lower your stress levels, and turn the damn news channels off.